Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Good evening. This is Shri here with a Day 3 recap of the French Open at Roland Garros in Paris. Day 3 finally featured the world number one player, Novak Djokovic, who was in person to watch Nadal take on Zverev. Very nice of him to do that. And in his match today, Djokovic won in 3 sets, but the second set did go to a tiebreaker. Like I said, he's still finding his form. He has not won a single tournament this year in 2024. So this is a great test for him when he plays in the second and third rounds. And then other notable winners include Bublik, who won pretty easily. And then you had Rune. He's player both Dan and I were kind of talking about from the standpoint of he has the physical talent, but how he prepares for the match mentally remains to be seen. But good win for him in straight sets. And then you did have Taylor Fritz. Again, he was one of the players that I picked as a dark horse. Dropped the first set pretty easily against Korea, but won the next 3 sets, 1, 2, and 1. So definitely he had a little wake-up call. The other player who really impressed me was de Minaur from Australia, who won 1-0 and 2 against American Mickelson. Very impressive win for de Minaur. Again, he's another player that both Dr. Dan and I kind of mentioned that he has a lot of potential to eventually win a major one of these days, but he's in top form. Again, Ruud again, another French Open finalist, won pretty easily, straight sets. So a lot of the top players definitely have shown that they're capable of lasting into second week. So looking forward to again, when you look at tomorrow, who do we have? We do have Tsitsipas on tap along with Ben Shelton. And from an American standpoint, we do have Korda. And then we do have, and Tiafoe is actually, he had a very tough 5-setter, but Tiafoe takes on Shapovalov. And that's going to be a very interesting matchup for him. And then we have Dimitrov playing as well as Rublev playing. So and then this is going to be interesting from a French standpoint. Gasquet is playing against Sinner, probably Gasquet's last French Open. So he definitely has had a great run, a sweet backhand that he always had. So looking forward to that match just to see how Sinner, kind of reacts in the second round. The first round was kind of pretty easy for him, but looking forward to his second round. On the women's side today, Badosa won pretty easily, but Sloane Stephens, fell pretty tamely, but a great win for another Grand Slam champion, Azarenka, and Navarro as well, and Madison Keys. So some of the good wins for them. And then from a women's standpoint, you had an ex-US Open finalist, Leylah Fernandez. She's not really impressed over the last few, or at least I would say the last couple of years. And then Wimbledon champion Wanda Rosa is also scheduled to play. Again, she's not played really well since she won Wimbledon, but is a good test for her. And then another Wimbledon finalist, Ons Jabeur, who lost to Wanda Rosa in Wimbledon last year. She is also scheduled to play tomorrow. And then you have Danielle Collins, again, who's had an amazing 2024 so far, who's going to play. But the signature match from a women's standpoint will be two multiple Grand Slam winners playing against each other. So it's Iga Swiatek versus Naomi Osaka. This is going to be an amazing game. The match would be around 10 a.m. When most of us would be at work. But this is a game like a lot of people will be watching intensely, because I think Osaka had a very tough three-setter to prevail in the first round, while Swiatek has been just mowing down the competition. So really looking forward to that match tomorrow. And let's see if Osaka can pull a surprise. But to me, Swiatek has been playing just incredible. And I think I'm glad that Osaka is back on the tennis tour. That actually bodes well for American tennis. And, she's risen up the ranks very quickly early in her career, won multiple Grand Slams. She now had a baby now. So, she's coming back. She's really impressed me with in some of the tournaments earlier this year. But, she's definitely running into a juggernaut in Iga. But it'll be an interesting matchup. So, a couple of times I was watching her in the first round, and she was hitting the ball really hard, especially in the third set. So let's see if she can channel the old Osaka. So with that, I wrap up the day 3 of the French Open. Looking forward to day 4 tomorrow. And thanks for listening. Have a good night.
Thank you for listening. Primo will be back soon.